Number 29, the System Care Antigonish MMI Roofing and Carpentry. Car number 29. From Antigonish, Nova Scotia, it's Brandon McGraw, regular at Scotia Speed World in the Blue Nose Pools Bandolero Division. What cars, Tim? It's great to see these teams and these drivers put in a lot of effort, and these are kids behind the wheel. Brandon, I believe, is if not 14, 15, close to it. Jake is a little shorter in stature than his age might say, but these two kids are going to put on a show, a Bandolero exhibition coming at you here as Garth Bezanson waves the green flag. We're underway in 2025. Future racing. Absolutely it is. Jake Campbell, the Block 38 car, going to lead us off the corner number 2. Jake is the more experienced driver here at the racetrack. This is obviously his home racetrack. He's going to be competing with us on the Bandolero road trip this summer as well, as he comes by and leads lap number 1. You can follow along with how many laps we've completed on the Safeway Auto Parts leaderboard in turn number 2.
There we go.
McGraw, his father is Kevin McGraw. Kevin used to race sportsman cars at Riverside and all throughout the province of Nova Scotia. Second-year driver behind the wheel. Gray at number 29. Did well last year. Was here with us last year in October for the Cape Breton Memorial. Kid is still learning, and obviously Jake Campbell probably has 1,000 or so more laps around this racetrack than McGraw does, but Brandon doing a great job, was quick in that practice session. We talked about no suspension of these cars in the front pile. You can see them, especially when they come at us at corners number 3 and 4. Those things bounce on the front end.
I noticed that. They do quite a bit.
Come by here at a corner number 4. Car shows them halfway, 4 now and 4 to go. The 38 of Jake Campbell is your leader. 2 car lengths back is the 29 of Brandon McGraw. And the car control that these two are showing as well. Obviously, Jake's been around here. He's been to other racetracks around the region as well. Brandon McGraw, still kind of learning this racetrack. This is race number 2 for him on his career at Bud Speedway, but closing in and keeping the 38 car honest. 2 laps to go this time for the 38. Jake's kind of pushing up a little bit at the turn number 2. The 29 of McGraw keeping lockstep with him. White flag from Garth Bezanson. Final lap. The 38 of Jake Campbell, the 29 of McGraw in second. That'll back a little bit later on for a 15-lap feature, but these two putting on quite a show in their heat race as they work their corner number 3 and 4. The 29 closing in, but won't get there. Checkered flag on the 38.
Race for these young guys.
Absolutely. Great effort by the Bandolero drivers, and the 38 car is going to come by and collect the first checkered flag from Ken McIsaac. That's right, roofing and renovations. Robbie's towing, Jamil's towing, Bill Young's. Oh, and he missed the flag. Folks, give it up for Jake Campbell. Campbell's auto salvage on the back of that one as well.
Glenn, do you want to come up here?
He parades the flag around the
Yeah, we're gonna get some fast.
bull ring. Gets a couple of honks from the drive-in zone down there in turn number 1.
Yeah, just slide all there.
Yeah.
If you sit up here, you'd be
No, I'm
able to
good.
see it better.
That's good.
One more time, folks. He brings back the checkered flag. From Sydney, car number 38, it's Jake Campbell. Jake waves to the fans as he heads back to the area, and we will roll our first field of full-bodied cars out to the racetrack. This is the Mallard Electric Hobby Stock. So these are 4-cylinder
Here we go.
race cars. Most of them are domestic race cars. You can see a Ford up in front. You got a
Yo, what's going on, guys?
behind.
Stare at the races.
Some new colors, some familiar names, but some new colors on these race cars. We begin with the mellow yellow S throwback. It's the Tire Crack Unks Auto, car 02 for Brian Ashworthy. Just on the outside is the sophomore driver driving for Ryan's Towing, and that is Brady Ryan. Your track champion in
Yeah,
this
Valerius
Electric
and
Hobby
Sunrise.
Stock division, the
Hilarious.
47 is Dave Timmons. That is the Poe Tire, car number 47. Car number 70 is next on the list. We had him listed. I believe at one point it's Jonathan McGinnis. It looks like Jonathan's close enough. We'll call him that. Well, I'm sure we'll be corrected at some point if we're not. 41, Chris Christensen. And the 99 is a newcomer to this division, or at least the colors are new to this division. Beautifully prepared race car for the 99 of Blake Cousins from Sydney Mines. So this is the first of two hockey races, and here comes Mr. Webb and Tucker Ryan and Curtis out of field. So they do the heat races by pill draw. So it's luck of the draw where you in that red number 47 is going to go to the top four. Battle for second. 16 on the bottom side. Looking at the O2 of Axworthy on the up. 70 of McGinnis trying to follow him. The 47 of Dave Timmons from Inverness is a veteran. Parts. The second-year driver in the 16 of Braden Bryan. As they work for that runner-up spot at the halfway point. Axworthy running in a fourth post. Here to work around this racetrack. Feature really 30 laps in length. Little extended distance race for our hobby stock competitors on night number one. One lap down to the 47 of Dave Timmons. Oh. 16 they come out of corner number 4 to see 2 laps to go. Of Axworthy, 6 and 4 slide, lays that forward. 1 2 that time. Dave Timmons pulls one up in front, white flag flies, final lap. Starting at mid-pack into this heat race. Working with the Black Arena Independent Track Champion, Dave Timmons is your heat race winner. Second belongs McGinnis, Axworthy, and Cousins for the 99, your top 5.
What an exciting race, Tim.
Green and checkered in the first one. That was exciting. It gives these guys a little bit of a sample size to figure out not only what they have, but also what their competitors have, right? You got to go to school a little bit.
Put your earplugs in.
Absolutely.
Do you want your
That is car number 47, folks. Give it up for Dave Timmons, your reigning track champion. Sponsored by Poe Tire, Route 19 Plumbing, Earls, the Chevrolet, rounds 1 and 2. So Dave has been involved in this sport for a very long time. He's run sportsman cars, he's run demolition derbies. He's anything with 4 wheels, Dave Timmons will drive it around this racetrack or smash it in the infield, whatever the case may be. Picked up the championship last year, and Kyle starting off race number 1 with the checkered flag.
Yeah, he seems like he's quite experienced, and he started to pull away there a little bit at the end, so it was very exciting.
One more time, folks. The 47 from Inverness is Dave Timmons.
Let's go.
So that's the first of 2 heat races for the Mallory Electric Hobby Stocks. They have their spotlight or showcase race later this summer on a Wednesday evening. And we've got some new colors, some new builds, some drivers in new places in a heat race.
Oh, heck yeah, Mudbank. Good stuff, good stuff.
That's right, Roofing and Renovations, Robbie's Towing, car number 38.
I got my screen brightness turned down so I can prolong it.
Recovery.
Car number 38, I'm pretty sure.
Going to start this one.
Oh, there we go,
in
Tercel.
The 38 is Steph Bootlier.
Sunflower.
Car number 7, he is Mr. Mallard
As
Electric.
to 6.
Went to
three,
Oyster
no.
Bed Speedway earlier this season in Prince Edward Island.
Toyota
And
Matrix.
He is their point leader, even though he is missing.
Cobalt.
They're racing action today to be here with us. That is the Mallard Electric, number 7 of Mikey McDougall.
Oh, yeah, keep going.
From Lewisburg and the Miss Macy Fisheries, number 27, that's Craig Carter. The 39 driving for Corey Aker picture, that is a 666 on the side of that car. That is Jesse Rowe. The Mackenzie Electrical, car number 60, going to start in position number 5 from Glace Bay. It's Sam Burke. The 08 car from Gardner Mines, nobody other than Glenn Cook. Driving that race car, the Robbie's towing. A&B transmission, Miller Industrial Sales.
Yeah, we'll stream this as long as we can. Till my phone dies anyway, guys. We got 90% battery. We're good, we're good. Screen brightness is turned down too, so I can prolong this, guys.
In the 62.
Sick little stock car racing.
Let's go racing.
Let's go. Let's go.
Mikey McDougall up to the early lead in the 7. Now, Steph Bootlier and Kyle is a new driver to this division. Is 27 sideways. As we talk about new drivers, Steph raced the V6 Thunders here last year. Women involved. And when you look at the 39 at Jesse Rowe, Jesse Rowe drove the 666 Topaz.
Let's go.
Moving up a little bit when it comes to models and makes. That is the former. Oh no! Oh, into Steph Bootlier, and that will draw first spot for the afternoon.
Oh, what happened? He wiped out. He wiped out.
Jesse Rowe, a very accomplished driver, and when you put him in a quick race car like the
G-Bro, welcome in, James, welcome in.
It's going to be a
No, not today.
driver that you're going to have to watch, but no fault caution here. 39 and 38 are the two cars that made contact to bring out the yellow flag, so Jesse Rowe is going to have to move that Toyota to the back of the field and join Steph Bootlier in the back.
Sounds like the Jeep.
Who hit 39 and 38?
Yeah, this one.
He's completed a green flag lap. Your leader will be the 7 of Mikey McDougall.
So what do? They just keep driving around but not giving her?
Like, yeah, this is my first time at the stock car races.
So get those two working at the back.
Heck yeah, G-Bro. Thanks.
She almost just took 39 out again.
Oh.
We have 2 laps completed and 8 laps to go, I believe. Jordan's going to correct me downstairs if I'm wrong. Nope, we're good. I got race monitor on. I'm half right. By the way, for those in the pits, race monitor is now working on your app. So if you want to figure out where your car is running, still working out some kinks on the new software that we have. Brand new computer this year. Jamie Lee may or may not have lost the computer that we had last year. We found it today. We got another one. You know how that works. But nevertheless, if you're in the pit area and you have the race monitor app, our races are scored on Race Monitor as well. You can follow along in the Safeway Auto Parts leaderboard. Your control car is the 7 of Mikey McDougall on the restart. Green flag fly. To the outside, the veteran Glenn Cook in the 08. Going to do some double duty here this afternoon. He'll be in the Klondike Kid Fishery Street Stock Division as well. Steph Bootlier up the racetrack behind. Trying to take away the white number 60 car, looking for the outside on the 7 of Mikey McDougall for position number 2. 4 laps completed in heat race number 2. Fourth place now of Jesse Rowe. Gilbert and Carter complete your field battle for the finish. Great save by on the 60, but he's going to have some work to do now to try to get by Mikey McDougal in that goal ball. Up in front, cars here away to Glenn Cook continues to lead. This field around the track battle is 4-4. Here comes Jeffrey Gilbert in the blue 62 to the inside of the black 38. Of Great battle for fourth as the 60 car begins to reel in the 7 with 2 laps to go. Had that head of steam, couldn't do anything with the 7. They'll come to the white flag this time. Final lap in heat race number 2 for the
What number are you yelling?
They are working on second, they're working on fourth, up in front, it's all Glenn Cook.
One, the black one,
Cook
over there.
over McDougal. Jesse Rose trying to roll the top. Here takes it. Oh, and a little contact at the end, and Steph's not going to be happy, I'm sure, about that. Might just be cosmetic damage, though. They'll go back and take a look at it. She's got a great crew in the pits. And Glenn is going to make Ken McIsaac walk a little bit here, folks. Give it up for the 08. It's Glenn Cook.
What happened there? Did they hit? I missed it.
Yeah, must have.
I missed it. I was watching it down here.
A&P Transmission and
Oh, got it.
Towing, Miller Industrial Sales, Ike's Plumbing and Heating, Rockets Lobster,
Uh-oh.
Ian's Tree
Smoking.
Removal, Carabin Buses and Trans Overland,
What?
38 was Steph.
E&G
McDonald Campbell's way.
Master Metalworks, Bud's
That's what I was
Taxi,
at
Glaze
38.
Bay, Direct Tire, right across the road from the racetrack. Among the marketing partners on the, oh no, come on, Ken. The 08 is Glenn Cook. First race of the season. Those cars are going too fast. Hobby Stocks have completed their heat races. The Bendel's Home Improvement V6 Thunders, I believe, and race director Craig Weagle's going to correct me if we're wrong, 2 heat races. We think so. Something like that. I do believe so. Okay. Craig didn't seem very confident
What
about
is
that
that, an
answer,
old
but you know
Buick?
what? We're going to go with it.
Oh my, the view.
An old Buick.
The 67. I keep saying he's a youngster. He's been in this for a few years now. He's still younger than you and I are. It's Austin
An
Rudderham
Intrepid.
behind the wheel of the Rudderham's Forestry, number 67. Car number 83 going to start in position number 2, or at least comes across the stripe in position number 2. That
That
is
must be
Davey
V6
Timmons.
class.
That is the son of Dave Timmons that we
V6.
just saw in the 47 in the Mallard Electric Hobby Stock Division. Car number 6, that is Ryan Nixon. The 40 is Donnie Marsh. And car number 1, I believe that should be Tommy
The V6.
Christensen. And it is the A&P
What?
Transmission and Towing, car number 1.
One.
Some of these are very new builds. I would say by the looks of the 1 car of Christensen, that is a very fresh build.
Fresh.
Not time to put paint on it, just throw a little bit of spray paint on it, put your sponsors on it, call it a day.
Whatever works.
I asked Donnie Marsh. Donnie was late to the party here today. Rolled through tech last minute. They have to go through pre-race inspection to check all the safety gear and everything else and get their tires marked and what have you. So I asked Donnie, I said, it looks like the paint is still tacky on this 40 car. And he said, yeah, it was a Thursday night build. This was a Thursday night decision to come out here and build a car and come race.
Wow, eh? Talk about timing.
You want to talk about a guy that knows a thing or two about going around this racetrack and
Paint. Just like
not
Thursday
an
night.
aggressive style, but has that, if you maybe hit him the wrong way, you might rattle his cage a little bit, you might bring out a little more driver than what you're used to seeing, but always good to see Donnie Marsh at the racetrack. Love seeing Donnie race, and you're going to see a show here, folks, out of that blue and white number 40 as he has a conversation. So Safety-wise, if you're new to the racetrack, these drivers have one-way communication. So race control can talk to these drivers through a receiver or a scanner or whatever the case may be. It is a safety feature. So if we go caution, there's a wreck on the racetrack, or there's a red that we have to stop the race cars, these drivers can hear that from race director Craig Weigel or whatever pertinent information he is needed. If they don't have that in, that is typically either a black flag to fix it or something along those lines. The 07, I think, might be in the next heat race. Oh, the 07 is participating in this one. And I want to say the 07 is one of the Webb boys, because there's about 4 or 5 of them that race here on a regular basis. They brought that car out last year, did that team, and tried to dial it in on one race, but it's hard at the end of the season. You get to the end and, you know, you got a long winter to kind of think and sit back and dial a car in. But for those that are new, this V6 division, presented by Bendel's Home Improvement, just as it sounds, it's a V6 race car. We got some Dodges, got some Intrepids in there. We got some Chevrolet Impalas. We got a Cavalier. We've got a Buick. We've got all kinds of different makes and models in this one, and they are going to go for a 10-lap heat race, first of 2 heat races for the Bendel's Home Improvement V6 Thunders. Garth Bazanson has the green in hand, and we're underway.
Here we go.
Oh, not clear, 07. Long. And that is, we've got a little bit of debris in turn number 2. We're going to keep rolling for the time being.
Oh, there goes the bumper. There goes the bumper.
Indeed it will. It's off the racetrack. We stay green. That's Ryan Dixon in the 6 car. That's the old Mugridge race car. It's the caution flag flies. That's a little bit bigger of a piece of debris on the back straightaway. That's the bumper for the 07. And the 07 hits the 6 under yellow. So the 07 is going to the rear of the field for the bumper cover that is sitting on, well, it's not sitting on the back straightaway anymore. The boys have it in their hand.
They work quick.
And I can tell you that Craig Weigle's being a little more lenient than Sean Waterfield was last year. The 07's going to have another chance.
Oh my. Not kicking him.
Oh my, it didn't last long, that one. There we go.
And it's the first race of the season.
It's the first time I've ever seen a Buick race.
Spent a long time working on the car over the winter. Sometimes the, I don't want to say the nerves, but maybe the adrenaline rush might get to you a little bit. And these guys have to remember.
Some Letterkenny shit right there.
It's usually in September. We don't have a September event right now, so it may be August. I'm going to have to check with Jamie Lee and see when they're putting that Demolition Derby. But this is not a Demolition Derby. This is the V600 division.
I wasn't sure there.
It could have been misconstrued to another deal, but we'll see if everybody can play cordial over the next 9 laps of competition. The Safeway Auto Parts leaderboard shows we have 1 lap completed in this one. Your control car is Austin Rutherham.
Let's go.
In the 67, he doesn't get going, but Donnie Marsh does. So they've got to be even towards that white line at a turn number 4. If they get to the white line and the leader doesn't go, it is a green flag race, and Donnie Marsh saw the green flag, didn't get a whole lot of practice today, but he doesn't need it. He leads lap number 2. Now I'm intrigued to see if the 07 car can reel in the 6 of Dixon, because those were the 2 that had the issue in the opening lap of this one. But the 07's going to have to hustle to get up to Dixon in that Intrepid. And Rutherford is there on the 40.
Oh, the old Impala.
Oh, continues to lead Austin Rutherham down to the bottom side, wheel to wheel off of corner number 4. The 67 will pick up the lead. Marsh hangs on the outside of the right rear as they swallow the Hector 1-2. Close quarter racing for the lead, and the youngster in the Rutherham Forestry, number 67, picks up the lead halfway home. And problems for our leader as Donnie Marsh slows at turn number 4, jump right for the 40. We'll pull it into the infield. We will stay. Green flag racing. Hats off to the 40. We're getting out of Dodge and keeping this race under the green flag. As the Mules will make their way over to the 40. 6 laps completed. 7 laps completed this time by for the 67 of Austin Rutherham. 83 of Davey Timmons in a second. Dixon third, Webb fourth, and Tommy Christensen in position number 5. Ryan Dixon using every piece of real estate on the racetrack to get around. Trying out that new-ish to him car. White flag. Final lap for the 67 as they work down the back straightaway for the final time. Through 3 and 4, checkered flag. Dixon comes home in a third. 4th is the 07.
Nope, Ampola.
It's the Rutherham Forestry. Number 67 collecting the checkered flag, folks. Give it up for Austin Rutherham.
Yeah, that was giving her the Buick.
Yeah, he's gonna hook up. Look, Pop. Where's your seat?
So they will hook up the 40 of Donnie Marsh to the back of the Jamil's hook. Yeah, absolutely. Tough break for the driver of the 40 after running so good early in that heat race.
Right there.
One more time, folks. The youngster from Glace Bay brings back the checkered flag. It's Austin Rutherham.
Grab your car.
Want to take the opportunity to thank some of our sponsors, including Robbie's Towing, Canadian Tire, Sydney, Title Tractors, Steve Lewis Auto Body, Carabin's Bus Lines, McCormick Landscaping, Max 98.3, Jamil's Towing, and Mothers Against Drunk Driving, Cape Breton among the marketing partners supporting stock car racing here at Bud Speedway and on Cape Breton Island. While he's front row center, we mentioned Ken McIsaac is in the infield. Ken McIsaac Racing Photos on Facebook, Checkers Directors on your web browser. He's done a phenomenal job for us on the mainland at Scotia Speed World and on the Maritime Pro Stock Tour, helping us out with some of our flashback photos. Did a great job with the Shriners Classic. This week we got to add Andrew Lively to the trophy last night in Halifax.
I gotta have Pete.
A real pro. Absolutely he is. Knows a thing or two. He's not in mid-season form for the checkered flag yet, but he's getting there. It's the long stick. I think that's what it is. It's the long stick on the checkered flag.
Look, number 40's getting all the way in the filter.
So Jamil's will help the 40 back to the pits, and we will get ready to roll heat race number 2 for the B6 Thunder Division. And on the pole is car number 42. That is Aaron Rideout from the Strang Road Racing Camp. The 24 to the outside, a runner-up last season in this division from Westville, Nova Scotia. It's Austin Pettipaw.
Grand Prix.
Pettipaw has a 4-cylinder car as well, a mini stock, in his fleet now. They ran it at Scotia Speed World a couple of weeks ago. Still trying to dial that in, so they brought the B6 Thunder across the causeway, and we'll roll this one from position number 2. James DeVoe in the 37 will line up in 3rd. Ricky Dixon in a car number 4.
Wants to go high.
And I
right
believe the 7 may be Joey Rutherham. I would say by the looks of that, that might be Joey in the 7. So the field lines behind Aaron Rideout and Austin Pettipaw. Rolled up green in the hand of Garth Bezanza next time by. We're going green flag racing in heat race number 2 for the Bendels Home Improvement V600 division.
All of them are broken, yeah.
So Kyle, the 42 and the 4 from Strang Road Racing. You just saw the 6 car of Ryan Dixon on the racetrack.
Yep.
His father is in the 4 car.
Wow, that's awesome, eh? Keeping it in the family.
So it's going to be father son, and Strang Road usually brings 3, 4, 5 cars to the racetrack. Strong Automotive usually brings a few cars to the racetrack as well. It's good to see the support from some of those big teams here
Absolutely.
on the island. Green flag flies, rudder up down to the bottom side of the 7. Austin and Joey. Austin is the son of Joey Rudderham in the 7 car. We just saw Austin pick up a heat race win, so keep your eye on the 7, but gonna be tough to beat that blue 24 on the outside. The Impala comes out of corner number 4. Over Aaron Rideout in car number 42. Wheel to wheel off the corner, the outside line, place to be for the 24. Rideout pulls back somewhat even, pulls his foot out of it just a wee bit, as Pettipaw will lead lap number 2. Rideout in the 42, still plenty of laps to get this one done in heat race number 2 for the Bendels Home Improvement V6 Thunders. Looks to the outside this time. And dives it down to the bottom, little shot, maybe almost got to the back bumper of Rideout in the 42. It's the battle for position number 2 as the blue and white 42 hangs on over the gray number 7. Down the front straightaway. Rudder in front of him. It continues to heat up the 7 car, trying to get that outside run, trying to get that momentum on the top side. 42 of Rideout on the bottom. Love when a driver has those brightly colored gloves. Cody Quinn will have them in the mini stock field. But look at the 42 of Rideout. You can see those bright day glow yellow gloves. You can see him working that wheel coming out of corner number 4. Looks a lot smoother compared to what we're going to see with Cody Quinn. Yes, it does, yes. 42 of Rideout still holding on to position number 2, just barely just over the outside. Joey's going to get the run off at turn number 4 and take that spot. Rideout remains to the bottom side, though. Great side battle for that runner-up position. Austin Pettipaw leads him down across the stripe. 8 complete, 2 to go.
It's a dogfight for second place there, Tim.
What a battle between these two. Lot of respect between this battle for position. Didn't touch the wheel at all through this battle. White flag for Rudderham takes the spot for the time being. Rideout going to try to get back to the bottom side. How hard is it? If you're Aaron Rideout, up in front, full straightaway ahead is the 24. He'll come out of corner number 4 and collect the checkered flag.
Going to be tight at the faster up there.
Ooh, might have been a little contact there. They're leaning into each other with the 7. Taking up the spot over the 42 of Rideout. Folks, give it up for the 24 of Austin Pettipaw, Nickerson's Auto Salvage. R&K Glass and Tinting, Livingston Steel among the marketing partners on car number 24 this season. So we see the Safeway Auto Parts leaderboard. So these drivers also have transponders on their car. So we have a loop that comes across the start and finish line every time they come across it.
What is that?
Puts out a lap time, whatever else. In the event of a photo finish or a close finish, it all depends on where that transponder is. It looks like the 42 might have had their transponder a little bit further forward than the 7 car does. There's a measurement as to where they need to be. And it's not a race car team if you don't try to cheat that measurement just a little bit. So I believe our tech crew will go over and have a little conversation with the String Road Racing guys just to see where that 42 transponder is, because the 7 did beat him to the line for second.
That's interesting, Tim.
Here they come.
Sit bombs.
This is heat race number 1 for the Safeway Auto Parts Mini Stock Division. These guys put on turn number 44 for
There we go.
Robbie's
Sit
Towing.
bombs.
That is Merrick Rosicki. To the outside, the 07 car is Dan Webb. The 05 is your Cape Breton Memorial winner from last October. That's the Bill Young's Towing, a car 05 of Carter McKay.
That's Willard's grandson.
The 39, moving up from the Hobby Stock Division to the Bill Young's Towing. Island Speed and Style number 39, that's Corey Aker. It is a completely new build for this team. Car number 6, that's Dan McDonald. The 29 is Ryan Price, and completing your field, the 61 is Adam Aker. 13 mini stocks here, I believe, this afternoon. Great car count for the Hondas. And next time by, we're going racing. They will have a 50-lap feature later on. These are 10-lap heat races. So a couple of CRXs on the front row. And you got some talent in this one. Cape Breton Memorial winner on the inside of row number 2. Former Hobby Stock champion on the outside of row number 2. Merrick has been gaining speed every time he's on the racetrack. Dan Webb, a V6 Thunder champion from 1 season ago.
Yeah.
Doing multi-duty on a regular basis here. New blue and yellow 05 of McKay to the back bumper of the Safeway. Trying to get away from Dan Webb and the 07 Webb on the upside, with Corey Aker looking on from behind. Regional chiropractic number 6 to the bottom side. That is He has tons of pressure from the 05 of Carter McKay. Little slideways in 3 and 4 for McKay. Rolls in, gets to the back on the left CRX. 2 really quick race cars and 2 very capable drivers up in front of this field as they go at it from the top spot, just like that, halfway home. Racing's in third. It's the battle for fourth between McDonald, Webb, Aker, and Aker. 2 really good battles in this mini stock. Back bumper of that 44. Look at it right here off of corner number 4 as they come right out. Trying to find a way around the 44 of Merrick Rosicki. How hard do you push? If you're running for championship points, you might need. Final lap, Rosicki has raced 1 and 2. Can he hold on? McKay closing in, but it's not going to be enough. Merrick Rosicki wire to wire and heat race. It's the Safeway Auto Parts, Robbie's Towing, KP Modern Home Improvements. Car number 44 going to collect the checkered flag in heat race number 1 for the Safeway Auto Parts mini stocks. The CRX, folks, is driven by the number 44. It's Merrick Rosicki. for the mini stocks. The street stocks are on deck as well. And then we will go feature racing following that. Be sure to stop at the canteen, grab a snack. Hot dogs, hamburgers, cheeseburgers, french fries, poutine, some snacks, cold drink. One more time, folks, the 44 is Merrick Rosicki.
I like all of them.
You like all of them?
Yeah. It's not over yet.
No, not yet.
5 more minutes.
There's probably another little bit for sure. I don't know how many races there are. No idea. But we got some more zip bombs coming.
Well,
We mentioned they didn't rain before to start off these heat races, and I guess at the same time, car number 31, he is your reigning track champion, and he is also the Maritime All-Star Series track champion for mini stocks. It's the Robbie's Towing Industrial Wide, car number 31, for Cody Quinn from Blackett's Lake. To the outside of the green at number 71, that's Jonathan McGinnis. The 30 is Chantal Lawson. Good to see this guy back at the racetrack. Lots of talent. Good to see him with us. The blue number 11 is Lockie Stewart. Former track champion in car number 81 from Kennecook is J.R. Lawson. And completing your field, the 66. They touched up the yellow on that car this year for Josh Rosicki. Heat race 2, green flag flies. Leads them off in turn number 1. Lawson to the bottom side, looking at the 71 of McGinnis for position number 2. J.R. Lawson trying to hold on to Lockie Stewart in the blue number 11 and the green and yellow 66 and Josh Rosicki. They put up so many numbers in the 66 last year, they lost count of how many they expired, Kyle, and the one in the car right now might be laying down on them a little bit. Going at it for third right now. Chantal Lawson in the 30, J.R. Lawson in the 81. You know each other is not going to cut. I'm sure somebody will be. Great trip to salute J.R. Lawson, the former track champion here at Bud Speedway. Moves to third over Chantal.
Lots of talented racers.
As Cody Quinn continues to lead in car number 31. Quinn leads over the 71 at Jonathan McGinnis, J.R. Lawson, Chantal Lawson. Your field in safely all of ours. Heat race number 2 for the stocks. Cody Quinn comes out of corner number 4 and sees the 6 from Garth Kazanson. 2 to go. On the front straightaway, the 71 trying to lift it back to him. There will stay green. Tough break for the driver from Lewisburg. J.R. Lawson now in second, trying to crack down Cody Quinn, but it might be too little too late as the Robbie's Towing Honda Civic rounds 3 and 4 to the checkered flag. Cody Quinn wins. Folks, give it up for the Robbie's Towing Industrial Wide Courier, car number 31. It's Cody Quinn. Now, Cody, he's a fast race car, works on his race car. It's well prepared. It's kind of almost unfair for the rest of the field to start him up front. Fans, who would like to see Cody Quinn start at the back of the field today?
Well, more than 50%.
Well, the track owner said no, but I'm hoping to get one more loud applause for that, so maybe Lyndon can hear it. Who wants to see Cody Quinn start at the back of the feature today? There you go, Lyndon. Make your choice. One more time, folks. The 31 is Cody Quinn. The Bulldogs are coming to the racetrack. The Street Stocks, presented by Klondike Kid Fisheries, are up next.
Not over.
And starting off on the pole is a driver that's throwing it back to his
There we go,
heyday.
V8s.
Still got the orange
the
on it.
V8s.
Car 00 for R.W. Hawkins is J.J. Cusack. Car number 80 is your reigning and defending track champion, the stands paving, Robbie's Towing SFR. Car number 8 is Dylan Farrell. The youngest at heart on the racetrack. Driving for Robbie's Towing is 73 years young, I believe.
Oh, it's Willard.
Car
Where?
number 42 is Willard
Willard.
McKay.
Right
40.
The
there.
youngest driver on the field is 16 years
Yeah, right
young
here,
and
the
is
one
starting
he
position
built.
number
42.
4.
Yeah, the one he
He
Yeah.
is a Rookie of the Year contender in this division, driving for CarQuest.
The one
And
he
Veron's
built.
Garage, blazing sounds on the side of that one as well.
What's going on, Alan? What's going on?
iRacing
Bringing you guys live stock car racing.
The 07, I believe, if I had to guess,
Got the
that
V8
is
class
Dan
now.
Webb from New Waterford. Dan's going to be busy today. And the 08, the industrial wide courier car, that is Glenn
Watch
Cook.
this, it's Willard.
Now, we talked about families and everything else and the connection following son. J.J. Cusack, and started alongside his son, Dylan Farrell. Dylan won the track championship last year. J.J.'s kind of got a chip on his shoulder. It's a new car. Put whatever excuse you want on J.J. Cusack if he doesn't win this one over Dylan Farrell.
Should be a very exciting race, Tim. I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, the big boy is going to put on a show here. This
The
is a
big
10-lap
boys.
qualifier.
I know it was Willard because I said 73.
So traditionally, our first race of the season here at Speedway is the showcase race for the street stocks. Usually put some extra laps and extra money on the line. There's a lot of street stock drivers from around the region that want to come to Bud Speedway, but they're busy
Yeah,
with their
it's
push
sports
chases at their
yeah.
local racetrack. So the spotlight division, or the spotlight race for this division, will be on the Cape Breton Memorial
Billy's
weekend in
watching his
October.
friend- Billy's friends in number
Here comes the
42,
field.
red
They'll come
car.
to 1 to green this time,
Here they
by.
go, ready?
I got a business.
Yeah.
They really wanted to go. I think Willard just wanted to go because it's almost time for, you got an early bedtime, right?
Yeah, they're excited to get it done and over with, I think.
Willard's going to slap me with all these age comments, but you know what? We're going to let it go. Here comes the green. We're underway. And Dylan Farrell goes to the leading car number 8 for 00 of Cusack in second. And look at Willard McKay on the back bumper. In final practice earlier this afternoon, that black and red seal. Here comes the gray 00, J.J. Cusack. Behind them, Webb and the 22 of Veron going at it for fifth. Cusack with a side raise at turn number 2 allows Glenn Cook to get there in 3. Looking at your top 3, trying to get on the podium in this heat race. And Glenn Cook gonna send the double O around. This race is wild. the double O with JJ Cusack going at it. Two drivers involved in that one. The 08 of Glenn
Stop,
Cook, the
Paisley,
double
you're
O
not.
of JJ Cusack.
No.
Both of those drivers will be going to the back of the field for their involvement to bring up the yellow. Pretty intense there, Tim, for a moment. Waved at each other. I think they're fine. Well, maybe they're not fine with what happened, but I think they're fine with the outcome. They'll go to the back of the field and they'll try to work their way back up to the front. We did see the 07 of Webb come off the racetrack, and I see a couple of folks making their way
Okay.
over to the other side there to see what may be ailing that 07 car.
Go get it. I'll get it. It's the water. Are you done with these? Are you done with your popcorn? Are you done with your popcorn?
So I can't see it, Kyle, from our vantage point, but I see Jamil's backing up to the concession stand, and I don't think it's because they're hungry and want a hot dog. Back there. So they're gonna put those. Devin's gonna get towed. Yeah, Dan is parked here right behind us, like right behind the Bud Speedway, right behind the back straightaway. It's an orange car. We should be able to see it in its pit, and clearly not there. So a tough break for Dan Webb in the 07, but up in front, it is the 8 of Dylan Farrell. The little 8 gonna lead us back to the green flag next time by. So when Willard McKay showed up today at the racetrack, he showed up in his driving suit. He drove the hauler into the racetrack in his driving suit. I said, Willard, you were so excited you slept in your driving suit, didn't you? He says, I didn't. He was excited to be here today. Let's see what he can do from the outside of row number 1 in the red of 42. Oh, and Glenn Cook gave the youngster a little bit of a shot in the short. Glenn Cook to the bottom side of Willard McKay. Behind them, JJ Cusack battling with Brett Dearlong. 5 down and 5 to go in street stock. Heat race number 1, presented by Klondike Kid Fisheries.
Battle for third right now, Tim.
And those were the two that... And JJ Cusack into position number 3. Dylan Farrell continues to lead, but it's Willard McKay in position number 2. Farrell with a great run off a turn at number 2. Put a little bit of gap between himself and Mr. McKay. Cusack begins to close in the double O. Doesn't have enough time to get there to the top 2. Farrell with another great exit off at turn number 2. Comes to the white flag first. Final lap for the 8. For the Klondike Kid Fishery Street Stocks. Willard McKay trying to get there, but he won't. Great race for the Stands Paving, Robbie's Towing, Scott Bellows, Trans Overland, Easy RV,
Why?
and
Just
Take
find
to
it
the
very loud. I think
Grave.
we're gonna walk to the car.
Car number 8,
We can,
your
want me to go in?
2024 point champion and Rookie of the Year and most sportsmanlike driver. Folks, give it up for little 8. It's Dylan Farrell.
I don't mind. He's just finding a little loud. It's gonna make him run. Here, hold on. Come this way. I need their bracelets anymore.
So last season's point champion will
I'm sure I'll be fine. They could
parade the
Actually,
checkered
no,
flag
just give me the
around.
keys. Actually, I got
That will conclude heat race competition feature action coming up next.
Okay, come on.
What is it, a little break or something, is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Typically, we have a very, and I am going to stress the words very brief intermission. I assume we are doing something because we're going to do some cleanup here on the racetrack. A little bit of fluid down in 1 and 2, so you might have a small opportunity to head to the canteen, get your even split tickets. Beer garden is open, the flag is out. They're ready to serve down there in turn number 1. And I stress the words very brief, maybe 5 minutes. If so, we get our bandolero set to come out to the racetrack for their feature go of, it's listed as 15 laps on the docket. What do you think of your first live race so far, Kyle?
A lot better than I expected. Like I said, I didn't know what to expect. I've only watched it on TV. To be here live and actually watch them racing and getting prepared to race, it's pretty amazing.
Absolutely, it is. These crews are going to go to work now. From our vantage point, we have the highest seat in the house. So
yeah, the best seat, I think.
We can see some of those crews back there working on these race cars, preparing them for their features. So if you're new here to Bud Speedway, we're going to bring all the cars out in their respective divisions. So remember we said very brief intermission? Craig Weagle says 5 minutes. He's going to get us a hot dog, right? So once again, a very brief intermission. But again, as we said, so the fields had 2 heat races, so your V6 Thunders, your hobby stocks, and your mini stocks are going to combine those fields together, and they're going to have a couple of extra laps, some of them to get to the front of the field, some of them in the case of Cody Quinn to maybe lap as many folks as they can. And we'll have our post-race presentations as well in the front straightaway. The top 3 will be able to stop down, get some pictures of Ken McIsaac. We'll have a brief chat with some of those drivers as well. And we do have our speakers, I believe, working in the pit area. I see a bunch of folks almost across from us that have a lot of blue on. I believe that's the Dan McDonald cheering section over there. Yes, it is. Look at that.
Yeah, he has his own cheering section. That's pretty incredible.
You know what? I joke with Dan. Dan's a really good guy. He drives the number 6 car in the mini stocks. And I joked with him last year. I said, that's a nice 12th place looking car. Best looking 12th place car I've ever seen in my entire life. But I went over to him and I said, it looks like maybe a 10th place car, maybe a 9th place car this year. He's like, it's a completely new build. And to build one of these Honda Civics, to find a shell that is solid, to find the parts that are solid, because we're in an area where, salt and 1990s race cars or cars that weren't, necessarily built by Honda to race here. They did an immaculate job on that number 6 car. So we'll see what they can do over a 50-lap feature. Always good to have Dan with us and that entire crew over there. They know how to have a good time at a racetrack, I can tell you that.
I can see that right now. They look like they're having a great time over there. Maybe they can start doing the wave.
Well, maybe we can, maybe we can start it. You know who's having the best time at the racetrack right now? Bubba in turn 2. Bubba is working on his sweeping skills. You know what? We might need a new sweeper on the Sydney Curling Club team. And Lyndon McDougall over there, one of our track owners, we're going to give him grief because right now he's standing around doing absolutely nothing. Oh, look at that. Pretend we're doing work. But Lyndon and Kyle have done a phenomenal job with this racetrack, continue to improve. They put some more fill in the pit area this year. They're working on the beer garden over in 3 and 4. They're getting closer on that. Hopefully by the Cape Breton Memorial, we see some seats over there. We got the lights in the infield. Hopefully, I'm going to knock on some wood as I say this. We don't need those tonight, but they are there if need be. It's been a great day so far. We got everything in qualifying lines in under an hour, so features will come momentarily. Once again, pick up your even split tickets, head down to the beer garden, pick up a nice cold beverage. Canteen facilities are open, and we will be back with you in, let's say about 5-ish, 4-ish minutes time as we get ready to bring you features on day number 1 of the 2025 season here at Bud Speedway. Our next event comes up on July 5. It is the V6 Thunder Showdown. We'll let you know when the start time is when we know it. All the information at budspeedway.com and all our social medias. Once again, we'll have a brief break and be back with you. Bandoleros will be the first thing here on the racetrack.
They're playing copyright
This
music,
is the
guys.
first
Sorry.
feature action of the season here at Bud Speedway. As these youngsters come through corners number 3 and 4 this time, folks, let's give them a wave. They will wave back at you, saluting you for coming out and supporting them on the season opener here at Bud Speedway. On the pole is the That's Right Roofing and Renovations, Jamil's Towing, Robbie's Towing, Campbell's Auto Salvage, Bill Young's number 38. From Sydney, it's Jake Campbell. And the System Care Antigonish, MMI Roofing and Carpentry, car number 29. The driver from Antigonish, Nova Scotia is Brandon McGraw. This is a 15-lap feature go for the GWL Trucking and Landscaping Bandolero Division.
Where are you going?
As the field works through corners number 3 and 4, Campbell and McGraw to the line. Green flag is out. We're underway.
Alrighty. Watch the racing cars.
So these kids going to put on a display. We should mention as well, the 11 of Addison Dino was here earlier. They have retired from the event. The track champion will not receive any sort of championship points. It's going to be a damper on their 2025 season. Ball from Campbell opens the door for the 29 to the inside. Brandon McGraw's going for the lead. Side by side, wheel to wheel at a corner number 4. McGraw going to lead that lap. And Campbell sideways. You know, these kids aren't going to give an inch, even at the 29. He's got that little bit of a lead. He's going to try to build it, try to be on that razor's edge of picking up everything that he can see. As McGraw leads lap number 3 at 12 laps to go in the Bandoleros.
These kids are really competitive.
Absolutely. You can see Jake Campbell reeling back in that 29 and McGraw for the top spot. Great run into turn number 4. Jakey boy goes to the other side. Never make it happen. .38 of Campbell to the back bumper. The 29 of McGraw gets to the back, trying to make a move. Goes to the upside. Cannot get there. Campbell, another great run into turn number 2, trying to find a way around to the back bumper, to the upside, trying to get that run into turn number 4. Cannot get there that time. .29 and McGraw continues to lead, trying to pick up his first feature victory of the 2025 season. Competes full-time at Scotia Speed World in the Blue Nose Pools. Halfway home, 7 completed, 8 to go. And Campbell now trying to find a way around. He caught the 29 at Kyle, but trying to get by him is going to be a completely different ball game.
I didn't want to give up that lead now since he's got it.
And you don't want to move the driver ahead of you. You don't want to drive through them, sort of thing, to try to move him out of the way. Jake Campbell, very respectable young man, young racer in that 38 car. Gotta find a way to get back up to the 29. McGraw has turned the heat up just a little bit in that system car. Number 29, little slide into the 38 that last time into turn number 2, tries to close that gap. One more time. I think Jake's Achilles heel might be turn number 4. Gains a lot of ground in the middle of 1 and 2. But cannot get to that back bumper of the 29. 11 completed, 4 to go. Down to a couple of car lengths to 38 of Jake Campbell, trying to get this victory away from the 29 of McGraw. Closing in is the 38 of Campbell. Can he make this move on the 29? 2 to go for Brandon McGraw. Campbell over the bumps in turn number 2. He's going to try to dig deep here. Gets a little bit closer through 3 and 4 to the white flag. Final lap for Brandon McGraw. All it took was one small misstep from Jake Campbell for Brandon McGraw to capitalize on this one. Campbell's going to have one more shot at it. Going to get close, but not close enough. Checkered flag for Brandon McGraw, his first win of the 2025 season.
Great job by Brandon.
Oh, he has to get out, buddy, through the roof. Look.
No, my.
He has to get out through the roof.
Like little kit cars or something, eh?
That's all they are. They're just kids driving them.
No, kit cars.
Folks, finishing in position number 2 is car number 38 of Jake Campbell. These cars are on a razor-thin margin. One small little bobble, I think, over there. What was going through that race car? How did you try to save that thing?
So it was definitely a good race. I had the lead there, and then he took my inside. He's definitely a really good driver. I got to give props to him. He took my inside clean. It was nice, and then I was gonna try to catch him, but then the cat litter or something they got up there, that just slicked me out, and then I couldn't catch him from there. He was too fast. But I'd like to thank all my sponsors, Jamil's Towing, Robbie's Towing, I think. Yep.
The-
Bill
Okay.
Young's, That's Right Roofing, King of Cars, and everyone that helps out. So it just means a lot to us that we're able to come out here.
Good
Congratulations.
On him,
Thank you.
That is Jake Campbell.
Good on him for driving.
And folks,
That's
climbing into the
awesome.
race car, the winner, it's Brandon McGraw. Wind is not our friend today. Brandon, you came up here last season. You had the Cape Breton Memorial, ran some laps there. How big was that to help you today?
Oh, really big. Honestly, if I didn't have the experience from last year, I probably wouldn't have been able to hold them off.
What does it mean to get a win here to kick off the season at Bud Speedway?
Really good. We struggled at Scotia a little bit, but to win, it feels really good.
Congratulations. Thank you for making the trip.
Thank you.
That is Brandon McGraw, folks. Give it up for your top two in the Bandolero division, presented by GWL Trucking and Landscaping.
Yeah. Like 13 or 14.
Kyle, I can tell you that wind is not our friend down here. That's why we're up here.
Forgot his helmet. Right now he's only going down the road.
Hopefully. Oh, that would have been sick to be able to park in the Jeep. Lots of it. Really? You guys get a band? Oh, no. Huh.
Playground over the next one.
Yeah?
I'm moving the gears over there. That'd be nice. And then the parents can still watch while the kids play.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Have a beer while they're playing.
Beer garden over that side, he's moving it. The playground's going down that end.
Oh, they're switching it up.
That'd be nice though, because while they're playing, we can still be watching. Because really, right now they're just hanging off the bleachers.
Who?
The kids. It's
Alright.
not that cool, right?
Is there Mao coming?
Yep.
Look at all the trophies. Stay here, like, go by the fence. There's a sign right there, it says keep back from the fence. So you don't get hurt. That's why.
Copyright music playing, guys. Just bear with me one moment.
Field is good at all. This time, for the Nova Scotia Hobby Stock feature, this is a 30-lap contest for the Hobby Stock competitors. It's going to be Dave Timmons and Glenn Cook in the field of green. Two veterans on the front row. Braden Bryan, the sophomore, to the inside, with Mikey McDougal to the outside. Folks, this time by, as they get ready to go racing for 30 laps of green flag competition, let's wave these drivers on and send them off for their first feature of the season. Come on, everybody get to waving. They will wave back at you, saluting you for coming out and supporting them on the season opener at Bud Speedway. Jonathan McGinnis in the 70, Sam Burke in the 60, row number 3. Row number 4, the 02 of Ryan Axworthy and Steph Bootlair in her first hobby stock event. Blake Cousins in the 99 to the inside, Jesse Rowe in the 39 to the upside, Webb and Gilbert row number 6 and row number 7 sees the 27 alongside the 41 of Christensen. Green flag flies are underway. Great battle up front. Of Sam Burke down to the bottom side of the 7 of McDougal. Here comes the 02 of Axworthy, sliding down to the inside. The 39 of Jesse Rowe. And behind him, Dave Timmons continues to lead this thing 3 laps in. Top 5 single behind Chelsea Rowe in the 39 to the bottom side of the great save by Three wide behind them. And Chris Carter in the 27.
Smell blood.
Just outside.
Smell blood.
Brian Axworthy at 9. Jeffrey Gilbert in the 6-2 about to go a lap down to the 47 and 8 Next up on the list to go a lap down to the leader of the 47 And now Brian. Meanwhile, Dave Kennedy position number 9, Jeffrey Rowe. Let's go. Yellow flag will fly. And it almost appeared that Steph knew there was something wrong with that race car. Just after the pit entry, it almost looked like a tire, something amiss on the corner of that race car. Went up the racetrack and nowhere for Cousins to go in the 99, and it's got a little bit of damage. That new car as it heads down into the infield. And you can get a bird's eye view of it here on the front straightaway. And he is not happy as Cousins in the 99.
Look, the tow truck's going to get her.
And here comes Jamil's towing again.
Yeah, Jamil's going to help the 38 as the 99 going to try to limp that thing back to pit road. Doesn't look like it's leaking anything, which is a good sign. So the radiator might be okay. They will head back to the pits and see what they can do as the 38 will wait for either a break here or a tow, and they are going to need a lift on the 38.
Tough break there, Tim, for both.
Yeah, it looks like a flat right front tire on the That's Right Roofing and Renovations. Robbie's towing. Ideal towing, a car number 38, and Jamil's is going to hook up to the 38 car. So a great green flag run to that one. 21 laps have been completed on the Safeway Auto Parts leaderboard. 9 laps remaining in this hobby stock feature. Second of 5 features on the afternoon.
That's funny.
So they are going to put the lap cars here ahead of the field by the looks of it. So the 60 of Burke, the 7 of McDougal. Mikey giving the 60 a little bit of a shot, telling him, hey, you're up next.
Hooking up to the tow truck.
So the 60 of Burke trying to get by here. He is a lead lap car. The 41, the 27, and the 62 are not on the same lap as the leader. So they will work their way to the back of the field. The 9 of Webb, the 02 of Axworthy, and the 39 of Rowe is the last car on the lead lap. So they will head back there. It looks like a little bit of fluid was put down by the 99. You see a trail of Speedy Dry working on the back straightaway. So they will have to work that in. And the 38 is going to try to limp it back to pit road on her own.
Oh, he couldn't get hooked up to her.
So the field will work by. The 47 of Dave Timmons is your leader. Now the 08 of Glenn Cook will have an opportunity with 9 laps to go to try to get by. McGinnis in third. Fourth is the 16 of Brian. 60 of Sam Burke in fifth. Sixth is Mikey McDougal. Seventh is Doug Webb. 8 is Brian Axworthy. And Jesse Rowe, your lead lap cars, back to position number 9. So 9 drivers still have a good chance at this one.
Oh, she was on an angle. He couldn't get hooked up to her.
Too low.
There. Well, center of attention, center of the racetrack. 38 a step loop there. We'll get the Jamil's towing hook and help back to the pit area. Little bit of a lift right there, and they will put that thing back to the attention of the crew. And Kyle, it might be something as simple as a flat tire off, also a flat right front tire on that one. That team back there ready to put something on that race car if it's something just as simple as a tire, but it might be a little bit more suspension wise. But we will see what the crew does. They're right behind us.
She's got a good team behind her as well.
Absolutely, she does.
How many times did that car come?
A few.
A bunch of times.
So they are going to sweep that in the back straightaway.
What is
They'll
it?
run a lap or
She's
two in
leaking
once they get
something,
the
was it? Is that what they're
safety
cleaning up
personnel
over
off the
there?
racetrack,
probably
and then we will
antifreeze
be
or
back to
something.
green flag racing with 9 laps to go. This is the hobby stock feature. We still have 3 features to go,
9
including
laps to
the
go.
Bendo's Home Improvement V600s, the Safeway Auto Parts mini stocks, which are 50 laps today, and the street stocks presented by Klondike Kid Fisheries, which is a 40 lap
Oh,
feature
this is a
go.
30 lap feature.
This one was,
Yeah,
yeah.
she made 20 of them. There's 9 to go, isn't there? Or something?
Yeah.
She made 21 laps.
Last call for
There they go.
50-50. If you do not have your 50-50 tickets yet, you can get them at the base of the grandstands, and we remind you as well that there is no smoking or vaping in the grandstands. So we ask you to please not smoke or vape in the grandstands, please, and a thank you.
You gotta go with the parking lot, is it?
Yeah. I just went up to the car. Hold on, I gotta pull up my pants.
Field is going to double it up, this time by the Guinness and Brian, row number 2, row number 3 of Sam Birkin, the 7 of Mikey McDougal, Webb, and Axworthy, row number 4, and the 39 of Jesse Rowe are your 9 drivers that are on the same lap. And next time by, we will see the rolled up green flag. 21 laps are completed. 9 laps remain in this one.
Stand here and I'll put it on you.
Green flag flies, we're back underway. This is now about over position number 2 as Glenn Cook has to fend him off. Sam Burke in the 60. Burke unofficially moves to position number 4. McDougal into the side of the 16. Step is back on the racetrack in the 38. That's good to see. Carter, number 27, has a he goes to mid road, and we got one on the wall. Full there. Step into the wall and turn at number 4, and that will draw the yellow. So the team will head out to assist 38. I see Steph is moving around in the race car. That is a good sign. Helmet coming off of the driver of the That's Right Roofing and Renovations. Ideal towing, and there's a lot of fluid down under that race car in turn number 4.
I found them true. Want to get you here? Thank you.
He wants to go for a walk down by the fence. I'm gonna take him for a little walk. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to